Hi, so good evening, back again for another show, and it's breaking news.
There was a mega echo there. Echo.
It was a
Mega
massive
delay.
echo.
Wow, it's absolutely huge news today, and it was announced around about 10 o'clock, 10:15 this morning, that Steve Bruce has been sacked. Relieved those duties by the new owners, and it was the right time. And it was about time, in my opinion, because he should never be important in the first place. And we can now move forward onto pastures new. So Steve Bruce has been sacked. Where do we go next? Where are we going to go? Who's going to replace him? Sam, I'm going to start with you, mate. What's your take on the sacking today? Or you can't be that surprised.
I can see clearly now Steve Bruce has gone. I'm just glad he's gone. Literally, it's like the last part. It's like the last part of Ashley era is gone from this club. It's like we can start afresh now. It's like today is the day that we can kick on and move forward and not look back. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit strange being positive because I'm not used to it. But we just got to start trying to think that now we're going in the right direction. I mean, yeah, it's going to still be a struggle this season for relegation stuff, but like to think now, better manager, better coaching, better fitness, better general, better players come in January. You know, you'd like to think we've still got 30 games left to save the season. Like to think that we've got plenty of time still, you know. So
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's been a long time in coming. I mean, in my opinion, he should never be in the first place. And he hasn't done himself any favours at all this season. And since he's been at the club, I mean, he's been having to grow up players. There's a bust up on Sunday. He had to grow up Matt Ritchie. He has to go to the press telling that he should be slapped. And that is the thing. And then the new owners will have noticed that. And they can't be that impressed, Billy.
Well, no, I mean, the first day they got there, he was having a day off, you know, and they was expecting people to be at the training ground, not a soul in sight. And like you say, criticising fans left, right and centre, certainly during lockdown more than ever. Blaming it on the fans when we weren't even in the bloody ground. Criticising the press, criticising everyone. It doesn't look a good. It's not a good look for the club, is it? When the man that represents the club as the head representative of it is making all them kinds of accusations at people left, right and centre. I thought when he wasn't there the first day, they should just got to have been there and then. That's what I did. I looked at. All you got to do is look at the table, look at the performances, look at the way he manages the team, and he should have been gone 10 days ago. Still, beggars can't be choosers, and I'm glad he's gone now. And I hope his next shit's a hedgehog.
Yeah, I totally agree. In my opinion, this could be the last time we're going to see Steve Bruce as a football manager, sort of thing. I think this job has absolutely killed him. And I've heard as well that the job stressed him out. He wanted to quit Newcastle at the end of the season, not only that.
Why didn't
he found it tough as well. And for you, Jason, I mean, what do you make of that? I mean, when it comes to a statement like that.
Well, firstly, when you announced it, it's like, breaking news, Steve Bruce has been sacked. It should be breaking news. The cabbage is finally fucking gone!
Yay!
So was Jason's nose. The post that's been there for 6 months.
Absolutely. I mean, that is the thing. Well, what else about it, Billy? What else are you going to say then, Jason, about what do you make of it? Did you saw that coming, or did you expect it to be coming this week? Do you expect to be at the Palace game? Because I was worried that he'd be here for the Palace game.
I was seeing reports saying that he was going to be taking the Palace game, but I'm so glad he ain't. And he had to have his final dig at us when he left, didn't he? He had to have his final dig.
Yeah,
John, did you just say something like you just said something there that I thought I didn't think you said? I don't know. You said, does he hear it?
Go on.
Something about coming.
Didn't see it coming.
Did you? Yeah, but I didn't see the hear you bit.
Did you see it coming?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow. Unbelievable, lads. Unbelievable. And if you do like the channel, please stick a like on the video.
Well, there's
Subscribe
Andy.
to you.
Danny! Bruce is on his way to you.
He's bound to Bristol.
I bet you'll be
Annie,
happy to take Mr. Pragmatic.
Let me just go for the
Nigel
comments a
Pearson
minute,
himself.
guys. It's,
We'll go for the
Go on,
comments then.
So much on the as well.
John, wake up.
problems with me shirt sounds. I have a bit of problems with me sound, guys. I can hardly hear you, so
We can hear you, mate. Loud and clear.
Oh, yeah, you, John.
fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. I'll go through his comments before I get Annie and David on in a minute. So I've got Laura here as
You're already
well.
on.
Can finally get sound. Chris in charge of Palace will be worried. Laura,
Stop copying us, man. Copyrighted it earlier.
guys. Before I come on yet to David, I should read just a few comments very quickly. I mean, Laura can finally get sound. That's yesterday's message, but he's gone, Laura, if you are listening to us. I've got Jordan as well. I think I'm having problems with StreamYard, guys. There you go. Stevie should have gone a long time ago. 7 wins, 38. A sackable all year. Long, simple, because 38 matches is a full PL season. That's relegation form. Steve Bruce should get the Man U job once Ole is sat from United. He will do a wonderful job at Old Trafford. Then I've got PD as well, even to Pete. Well, Billy, that beard will be coming off now. Now that you should be having your beard shaved, by the way, according to PD Padlock.
Yeah, it's going off later.
I can't imagine him without his beard.
I can't get comments up, by the way, lads. I do apologise there. There you go. It's a bit slow. I may have to come in and come out again, guys, if this carries through.
What?
So, sorry. So, got Ryan. What's the lads? Did I miss something? Someone said Bruce has gone. Ryan is 100% gone. He's been sacked around 10 o'clock this morning. We leave those duties, and he's definitely been sacked today. That's why I'm special for him tonight. So, Annie, what's your take on it, mate?
Good for you.
Annie?
All I can say. All I can say. All I can say.
Bristol bound. He's Bristol bound. He's Bristol City bound.
He might go to Taylor's first, though.
Annie, what was your post the other day or yesterday? Nigel Pearson has to go. He has to go. In comes Bruce. Save the day.
I deleted the tweet.
What?
That's what that's saying. Is how the 5 minutes to 5 was invented for. That's that actual thing.
But seriously, imagine conceding in the 91st minute an equaliser and then conceding the minute after that a winner.
Yeah, we've done a hell of a lot worse than that, Steve Bruce. You know, I mean, come on.
We did that to Norwich when Gal got that hat trick, didn't we?
Yeah.
Look
Did you see that?
Look
Did
at
you
being
see
3-0. Look at being 3-0 up, and then going 4-3 down to a mediocre side.
Years ago, we were 4 up at QPR and drew 5 each with them on the plastic pitch back in the 80s, waddling that.
But did you see when we had Bruce in charge? We were playing the FA Cup against that League 2 side, Morecambe.
Oxford.
Was it Oxford?
2-0 up at half time.
Aye, and we're completely folded in the second half.
Was the only time we're
Steve Bruce, though, isn't it?
Aye.
Happens every week.
Well, nothing wrong with Nigel Pearson.
Did you see? I was just going to say something on Pearson. Did you see that Newcastle fan on TalkSport earlier, where he said he wanted Pearson for short?
What an idiot! What a clueless idiot!
I would have Pearson for a short
Oh,
Oh, God.
David, man.
Trust me, Dave.
How
from
short,
experience-
Dave? 10 minutes?
What?
You've been drinking, David.
No, I would have him on a short-term basis.
Dave. I'm going to say one thing. Okay, and then you will say no to Pearson straight away. We haven't won at home since February. Sorry, not February. Late Jan. Late Jan.
We haven't won a game.
We haven't won.
We
at
haven't
home.
won a game since May.
No, at home we haven't won since late
Yes,
December. Oh, sorry, late
Andy,
January.
We haven't won a game at all.
We haven't won a game at all. We haven't won anything since May. You've at least won a game this season, whether it's home or away. You've won a game.
Well, all I'm going to say
I
is
still
you
wouldn't
do
have
not
one.
want
Still wouldn't have
Pearson.
one.
I think it's a fair assumption that both are absolute dog shit.
I would
I don't think Pearson is. I don't think Pearson is dog shit, but I think he's all right. But I don't think he's Premier League quality anymore. Not a chance.
Sure.
Even
I'll
just
give these
don't
comments out,
say-
by the way, guys. Sorry, these comments out quickly. Any of you seen the article when Bruce got sacked by the Mackhams in 2011? He's literally doing like for like at Newcastle. What he's doing there regarding transfers, tactics, etc. Wow. I mean, it's the same thing.
He's done
I think
every
that
club
was
he's been at.
Been
Yeah,
crap. Yeah.
it's compulsive. Like it's compulsive lying, isn't he? I mean, he's got a book of Steve Bruce's excuses book all the time. He says the same thing over and over again. I mean, why don't you just come out and just look? I failed. I got it wrong. Got my tactics wrong. I didn't quite catch what the club's all about. And let's be real, he ain't good enough. He is not good enough.
Yeah, but he's never took the blame for anything. He always has to try and find someone else to blame for his own doings.
Us. We've been to blame for half it. We haven't been there all the games.
We demand to see a player, so he brings that player finally on, puts him in the wrong position, then he goes and blames that player and throws him under the bus.
Yeah, every single time. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, the thing is now, I mean, I sent out a tweet earlier on, obviously,
like
about
taking
on the channel
taking
tonight.
a forward on and putting the midfielder on.
Yeah.
When
I mean,
he's got a forward sitting on the bench doing nothing, who signed a 3-year deal for nothing.
4 of our 8 games this season, we haven't played a striker on the pitch.
Apart from
That sums that up for you.
apart from Tottenham, when we played Wilson for half a game.
West Ham, Southampton, and Villa as well. While Wilson playing.
Yep. We're better. We're so better off without him. Anyone, literally anybody, would be a better manager than that tosspot. Anybody.
Yeah.
Stevie, wouldn't that good see we're better off without him?
Yeah.
He got Sky Sports News on, Billy.
Yeah. Danny Mills is on tosser.
That final dark cloud has finally been
Did
removed.
you
We've
have
got blue skies at last.
with who was it? Was Murray before? Was it Morrison before? Clinton Morrison?
What did he say?
When you was trying to say that the fans want to blame for Bruce
Oh,
scoring.
the prick. How has he got a job in the media? He can't even talk properly. And he was a shit player. So how the flying fuck has he got a job in the media?
I don't know how most of them.
They must have fucking felt sorry for him. Must have felt sorry for him.
You know, I ain't playing that way, like I play in it. So that's the game. I'm the game. You know, I play.
Listen, I'm going to read this comment out, by the way, quickly. I mean, Ryan just posted and said, John, I thought you could set up donations on chat. Now, I'm not going to lie, but someone needs to help us how to do this sort of thing. If someone can help us how to go about it and set it up, please let us know. And then
John,
at a later date,
John, you should ask Paul about that. He's done it.
Yeah,
on his channel.
yeah.
But you're getting adverts at the beginning of your stream now, John.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel that's a good thing. So
I had 2 adverts.
I've got one.
The stream come on. I had Colgate and Optrex.
That's not going
Next
on
one will
there.
be Durex.
That's not going on there.
You ain't got no
Hold
say
on.
what advert comes on.
He needs Giacomo. He needs
come
Giacomo
on.
for his rubber.
Any advert can come on.
Nah.
Next
So,
I'll
I've
be
got
hearing
more
about
comments there
Nivea
quickly.
cream.
We'll see. We'll
There'll
see.
be something to do with
Oh,
shoe
see
polish or
there.
something.
Okay, let me do these comments very, very quickly, right? And then we can go on to about Bruce. Morning, guys. Great news this morning. Dean absolutely elated.
He's in New Zealand.
Yeah, he's in New Zealand.
Oh,
New Zealand.
makes sense.
Have you seen Dan Fowler's latest vid? Very funny. I mean, I'm gonna have to come out in a minute if this carries on, mate. So,
Oh, John, didn't we keep saying that?
He's
Don't
amazing.
say
Sorry
that.
about that.
Don't
What's
say
wrong?
that.
no, it's just me. It's just me streaming. It's just a bit jerky at the moment. I'm sorry, Michael. After the stream, watch the training video Newcastle put on YouTube. Half the drills look like Sunday League standard. Passing 2 minutes in looks through a basic and slow. I tell you, when Pablo Fonseca takes over, everything's gonna change. Let me tell you, he'll be my choice for the manager now.
Oh,
Chip tonight is all about playing, and that's what the Cabbage probably thinks tonight. 2 more comments for now. Michael, like some Murphy Mills, are the type of players Boots would sign, so no wonder they bombing in the media. I'm not surprised, Michael. And Malcolm's, well, one more for now. Maybe we should have Murphy as manager, as he seems to know everything. So back on Bruce. I mean, I'm going to start with you, Chip, as well. I don't know if you noticed, when we played Norwich last season, got beat 3-1. Craig Hooks come out and said in the press and said that when Bruce came out in an interview, he said that
2 years
they
ago.
gave it everything, basically. And then,
we didn't
through
play
the
Norwich
press
last
pass,
season.
2 years ago, John. 2 years ago, John, they won the championship last year. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
They won the championship last year.
I know. I'm just saying what was said during his time as manager, sort of things, just being like pieces, sort of thing. So, like I said, I mean, do you think you ever get another managerial job again at any football?
Oh, you'd be like Sam Allardyce, some desperate bastard will hire him, won't they? I mean, if they're desperate in the championship to stay up, or somehow desperate in the Premier League somewhat. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up at Watford at some stage this season, because Ranieri will probably get sacked again. So, someone will sign desperate with desperados, so you'll get a job, but it just depends on what level it'll be at.
Did Chipper say desperate?
Desperate, yeah. Bristol City.
Bristol City and Derby have been the
I
main
mean,
ones.
you cannot rule it out, mate. I think you cannot rule it out. You know it.
Imagine, John, you might pass him in the street. What would you do? What would you say to him?
All right, my guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Rietman. My
No,
God.
we all know John. If he sees Bruce in the street, he'll just run up to him and just box him straight in the face.
Headbutt him.
You would say hello, ladies.
John's not like that.
Why would you say hello, ladies, to Steve Bruce? I mean, that sounds wrong, David. Come on.
Because he looks like a fucking woman.
Well, he's got tits, hasn't he?
David, if that's your
He's a
type of
big
woman, I'm a bit
fucking
worried about you, like, unfortunately. Looks more like Pat Butcher than a woman.
I'll be worried about Monday when them pictures get shown.
Hey, you're the one that said Steve Bruce is your type of woman. I mean, Jesus wept.
No, I said he looks like a woman.
And then he said he was your type of woman straight after it.
No, I didn't.
A bit concerning.
Dave, did you on Jason's stream this morning? Did you go off to the telly and put some porn on?
He
What?
did. He completely did.
What? I didn't hear you.
Did you go to your telly and put some fucking porn on? Because there was like moans and groans coming from.
It was like, oh yeah,
Wow.
oh.
It definitely turned 18 rated. I'll tell you that.
Anyway, Fonseca, John, tell us about him. Because I don't know much
Just
about him.
one Fonseca, give him.
Have we got
to
long
me.
Have we got long enough for John to talk about him?
I don't know anything about him, really. I know he's at Shakhtar and I know he's at Roma, but I don't really know anything about him.
That's the same with me. I know the name, but I don't know
He
his
lost-
career.
I know one thing about Francesca. He lost 6 to Man United.
You don't even know his name. It's Fonseca, you knobhead.
Shut up. Shut up. Shush. Shush.
Come on, John.
Go on, Annie.
You know the Italians. Tell us about him. What's he like?
Go on, John.
Jason, could you say it again, mate?
You know Fonseca.
go.
He's Italian. You know your Italian stuff. What's he like? We don't know much about him.
He's Portuguese. isn't he?
Fonseca. Yeah. What he does, right? He plays he plays either 4-2-3-1 or he even plays 3 at the back. He puts 3-4-2-1, the way Tuchel plays the way, yeah. And he likes to get his defense to bring the ball out from the back. And knowing our defense is absolutely shocking, right? I mean, he does play out gets the team play out from the back. He plays He plays a lot of football as well, and he do pass the ball. At Roma, I think he did okay, but at the end of the day, he couldn't beat the big teams like Juve, Milan, and Inter. So that is his downfall. But listen, he plays good football, and he plays some cracking stuff as well. He needs a bit of time if he does come to Newcastle, if it's him. But at the moment in time, I think it'd be an exciting appointment, in my opinion. So if I have no problems with Fonseca coming to Newcastle, it'd be so exciting. He's 48-year-old, he's Portuguese, and he's done it at Shakhtar Donetsk. His win rate ratio is fantastic, 53%. He's won about 370 odd games and only lost about 160, sort of thing, something like that sort of thing. But his managerial record is really good. So I have no problems at all whatsoever for him to come to Newcastle. I have no complaints. But if he does come, guys, I'm going to support this guy. And I think he'd do absolutely fantastic if he gets the players that he needs. The defense needs to be ripped up and start again. They will not be good. He does 2 training sessions a day. And Jonjo Shelvey's time in Newcastle will be over if Fonseca does come.
I think
So,
a lot
that
of players
sounds like it'll be quite a few, right?
once he comes in.
So I've got Daniel good, and Dan, you okay? Seem quiet. Daniel, absolutely magnificent pet. You know what I mean? Absolutely, just having a few problems with StreamYard in a minute, but I'm absolutely fine. And it's always great to have you on as well. And also Dan Fonseca is an Italian and he's Portuguese. And let's have a look at he's having problems with the stream now, Daniel, and I'm trying to manage it soon. And Daniel, all right, get you. Thanks very much indeed. I'm absolutely fine, Daniel. We love you lots.
Have you watched Rocky, John?
Do you know what, miss?
Have you watched Rocky, the Italian stallion?
I don't know. No, just it's just a StreamYard. I mean, you could ask Paul as well. He's having problems with it, I guess, as well. I could be wrong. I've got Daniel. I've got Dean as well. He's got a question for you guys. Starting with you, Sam. When do you think we have a new manager in place, and who would you take?
I think it'll be Fonseca within 24 to 48 hours. I think by Friday we'll have it announced so that he's there on Saturday to watch a play and then start on Monday.
They're not just talking to him, but
it doesn't make a difference. I think he's the favourite. I think he's the one that actually won. It sounded like this morning that they've practically offered him the job. It's just a case of whether he wants it or not.
Yeah,
I agree with Chippers. I think he'll be appointed tomorrow or Friday. Jones will take the team Saturday. He'll sit in the stands and obviously take notes, and Jones will have the team selection, and then you'll see him take over properly Monday morning, I guess. Unless they're really shitting it, it has been Sunday.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. And I've got Billy as well. Who would you take as manager, and where will he be appointed?
Let's just say
Billy.
I'll direct it down with
I said
Jace.
Sam first, then Billy.
I know, I answered. I told you he'll be there Saturday watching in the stands, and then he'll probably take over for properly on Monday. But unless they're really
I can't have problems with the things. Okay, fair enough. And I'll go with Jason.
Fonseca is definitely the bookie's favourite. He's clear front runner, even though everyone was saying Eddie Howe, but he ain't coming in.
Who?
I think it's already been said that Jones is definitely taking the Palace game, so we won't see anyone until after that, and Fonseca will take charge straight after that.
Fair enough. Oh, fair enough. I've got to. What about you, David? Who would you take?
Well, there's 2 in line, so either one of them. There's Martinez has been talked about.
Who? What?
Who? What?
John, David, that was like 3 days ago, man. What? I think you're a bit behind.
How's been talked about. Frank Lampard's been talked about.
Yeah. But Nigel Pearson is his ultimate one.
So I would take out, but the main one I would take is Frank Lampard.
Oh God.
Frank Lampard. Okay, fair enough. And Annie.
Yes. I think it'll definitely be after the Palace game. I don't think it'll be before the Palace game. I think he'll probably. One name I think who could potentially get the job is Lucien Favre, the ex-Dortmund manager, who is being linked at the moment. But I'm probably going to go with Billy. Sorry, how do you say his name again?
Favre.
No, Paolo
Fonseca.
Fonseca.
Paolo Fonseca.
There it is.
Not
there.
Francesca.
Oh, you would bring the Italian side. You would do. Paolo Fonseca.
The only problem with Favre is that he has a history of ASM. He does not like him. So
Favre, who's Favre?
The other one you mentioned.
Lucien Favre.
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 Look, I know my Swiss French. Thank you very much.
You can't even say Fonseca, let alone Favre. Ding dong, the Travis Rat is gone. There's Bob.
He's got worse.
Good evening.
EFM.
Yeah. It was Favre that actually went to the board and said that he wants ASM sold immediately because he just cannot stand him. So he has a history. He has a history with him. He does not like him. So I wouldn't have Favre.
That's a no-go. That's a no-go straight away.
Yeah.
But you said Nigel Pearson, well, you would have him over bloody.
I would have Nigel Pearson with a heartbeat.
Jesus, no, man.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years.
Please pay us the money you paid Sheffield Wednesday for Steve Bruce. Please.
No, Annie, sure. No.
I will
have Steve Bruce and that's it.
Yeah.
I will drive Pearson up to St James's Park without
I think it would be illegal for you to drive, wouldn't it?
without a driving license. I will drive him up to St James's Park.
You'll get done for joyriding.
I don't care. I don't really care.
Oh man.
I don't care if I crash the car. I don't care if I crash into a bus. I will get Pearson to St James's Park.
Well, now if you crash the car, you'll not get him on piece.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. No, thank you for Nigel Pearson.
Fuck off,
Yeah.
No,
man.
thank you.
Otter.
No, thank you. Got right here. 1 keeping and we
Fucking
printed in
Morris.
20.
I fucking hate him.
Guess who's coming here? Paul is in the house here. And
Yay.
I believe it's coming from, all this media sympathy for Bruce is doing me nothing. Is he some kind of god? Jesus Christ, man. I want to punch all the pundits right in the middle of the face.
Do it.
I
Do
can't-
it.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
I can't wait to hear him
Yeah.
on the airport.
Yeah. Tell Paul, think of them pundits like Leeds fans. Once he hits them, they'll go all over the tables.
Clinton Morrison's one of
Let's put it this way, right? I'm going to say this now, guys. Right? If Ollie got sacked, right? All the pundits will say, "Oh, he deserves it. He deserves to go. Not surprised. He hasn't been good on this and on top of that." But when it comes to Bruce, right? They're all like, I'm not going to say it on my channel, but they're just bigging them up for failure.
Yeah.
7 wins and 38. Let that sink in, guys. Let it sink in, man.
It's not very good. Not very good at all. And
It's
any
awful.
other club would have sacked him by now. After the first few weeks, they would have said bye. But Well,
yeah, I read out his stats this morning. It's like 97 games played, 24 won, 24 drawn, like 40 odd lost, 41 lost, and it's like 28.7% win ratio in his entire time. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it?
Not even 3 out of 10, is it?
No, it's not. It's and something. I was going to say, he played under probably, all right, we all hate the man, but he's gone down in history as one of the greatest managers ever. He obviously didn't learn a dicky bird from him in team talks, anything, how to you know. And whereas you look at people like Pep and Jose, they've obviously picked up some sort of snippets from Sir Bobby, and that's why, you know, they are where they are in the game.
I'm wondering if Fergie had a close shot, because you think of all them players that played for him, every single one of them's a shit manager. Every
Yeah,
one of
they
them.
are. That's right. That's right. Every
Mark
single
Hughes,
one.
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah. But whereas I think at the same time, if those players had a bit of intelligence about them, they would have took something on board, but obviously they didn't. And because whereas I feel like Jose has taken on something from Sir Bobby and added his own personality into it to become good, and also Pep as well. And I think another one was it Paulo Sousa, who used to be at Swansea? I think he was under Bobby Robson as a player at one of the Portuguese clubs, and he I think did all right. So, you know, clearly Keane, Bruce, and all that when it comes to management didn't learn anything.
What I find hilarious is what he said after his excuse. Well, even that we'll call them a fat waste of space and an inept cabbage. I mean, when he came out with that, when he said
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Paul.
But
Oh dear.
he's but the thing is, he said he should have known that, you know, his job is to prepare the team to win football matches, and he hasn't done that.
No, he hasn't won enough games. He's not won games whatsoever. And I tell you what, it is doing right. I mean, I for one is glad he's gone. He should have gone after Sheffield United playing game. Do you know what I mean? And everyone in this chat knows that. Everyone knows how strong I feel on Boots.
It's
embarrassing.
He should have gone after Sheffield Wednesday last season, without a doubt, John. The P45 should have been written there and then. See ya.
Exactly. Totally agree. But you don't want to pay $8 million for him, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, thing is, we dread to think what Saturday brings. They'll have only trained 2 days. They will not be fit in 2 days, will they?
Definitely not. But they need to come out. This is another thing, Diddle, right? I mean, they're not trained enough. They're not trained enough.
Yeah.
Under Fonseca, I guarantee you now, if it's going to be Fonseca, this is real talk here. He's going to be Say again?
I'm talking myself, so I can stand it.
Right.
The pundits.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're not pulling any nonsense. We're not pulling any nonsense at all whatsoever, I can tell you. I mean,
you can guarantee the players will be in every single day for training.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There'll be fines handed out. 50, 100 quid fines, which will be now to them, but there'll be fines handed out, I bet. You know, go towards a COVID-free Christmas, COVID-safe Christmas party, probably. But yeah. No,
who did Paul say we were linked with there, John? I didn't say that. Who did he say we were linked with? Go back.
Is that the one?
What about the previous one, John? You said he was linked with.
Nah, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that because I never that is a wind up.
There's John being promoted.
That, by the way.
What about masturbates? Would you say him?
I love Paul, but I'm not going to be calling for that. Since it's hard to put comments on chat, constructive comments like that. Yeah, you got to speak the truth. You got to be honest. And funny, Paul, I didn't hear we want Calvert-Lewin. Would you take Calvert-Lewin, guys, for 80 million? Would you take him?
Not for 80 million. He's not worth 80 million.
He's not worth 80 million.
Is he worth 80 million?
No.
Yeah, he's not even worth 30 or 40 probably, and that's maximum.
Jesus Christ, I'd probably pay about maybe 15, 20, but that's about as high as I'd go.
I'm saying against Tony for a third of that.
I'll get Enrique Chiesa for 80 million, no problems at all whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. And that lad, what about that lad from Napoli?
Could probably get Lee Gunner for 80 mil.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get Danny Simpson for 80 million.
Oh, aye. 80 million. 80 million Turkish lira. 80 million Turkish.
I'd rather sign Jimenez from Wolves.
Yeah.
I'll give you
I'll go get Tony back.
Yeah.
Where?
I,
Who, Billy?
I want
Oh, Tony.
Koulibaly from Napoli.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but one about strikers there, David, and that's a centre back.
We need centre
Yeah.
backs.
We need centre backs.
Yeah, I would
definitely.
take Koulibaly. I would take.
What about what's his name? I've got it written down actually. What's his name? Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd take Lautaro all day long. He's rated
Yeah.
at 60 million by Inter, but I think it probably take 70 if they is to be sold. I'd take him all day long.
Yeah.
100%.
I think John just wants us to sign the whole Italian team, doesn't he?
Absolutely brilliant.
Thing is,
the finisher.
I want that kid from that kid who plays from Napoli up front. What's his name?
Oh.
Osimhen.
Osimhen.
No, the other one.
What? What's his name?
No, I'm not what he's called. Starts an I.
Is he Seaman?
Immobile.
Immobile.
No.
He
I
don't
thought
play
he
for
played for
them.
PSG.
Lazio. He plays for Lazio.
Yeah.
Immobile is.
Oh, I meant Icardi.
Insigne. No, Insigne. No.
Insigne.
In
He don't play for
Icardi,
Napoli,
Icardi, PSG.
Cardi's PSG. Yeah. Yeah.
Lozano.
Thing is, we're going to have more links than Tyneside Metro with these new owners in, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Look at the summer. We were linked with like 137 players, and all we got was Joe Willock.
Exactly. So,
So we're about to be about 500 players this summer.
Him.
Yeah.
who's that?
Insigne.
Insigne, aye.
Continue.
Yeah.
There's David's bank.
Where do you get Coutinho from?
That's who I want.
Barcelona.
I would have
Coutinho.
Coutinho as well. He'd be quite
Yeah.
cheap.
Thing is, with Coutinho's a bloody mild improvement on Shelby, isn't he? For passing the ball and making things happen.
We could end up signing the entire Barcelona squad just to help them get out of debt.
Yeah.
Lozano. That guy, yeah, Helving Lozano.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
What,
He's good on
Ronaldo or
FIFA.
what?
I tell you what, though, for me, we need two centre backs as well. Definitely
Yeah,
two
yeah,
centre backs.
yeah.
Let's guess, John, is Chiellini one of them?
Get rid of Lascelles and need to get rid of
Yeah.
Kieran Clark.
No,
They're both not good enough.
Neves
Yeah.
is gonna be one
I'm
of
not
them.
strong with him anymore.
Yeah. One
I
thing
would-
as well, if we're going to challenge for leagues and things, right, which obviously what we want with this team.
He's my number one. He's
We got to build from the back. We have to build from the back, yeah. That's without.
There's
Yeah.
4 centre backs I've targeted that I would think would improve us. There's Tarkowski, there's
Yeah.
what's he called? Cody. Then there's there's Koulibaly, and then what's the other one? Dunk at Brighton. They're the 4 for me that
Yeah.
I think would
Yeah.
be ideal for us.
Premiership experience as well.
Connor Cody and
Yeah, and they're all captains.
Connor Cody and
He's my.
Nicholas Sula.
I think
my-
Cody's
would be
a
my
decent
one.
defender.
He's
He
my
is.
guy.
They're captains
Connor
as
Cody's
well.
my guy.
You're not having it.
But for me, I mean, I've got Ryan here. John's this guy will make recommend.
Why
No
would Chris
idea.
Mertens?
I'm not so into life.
Oh, Matt.
And I've got this is a
Mertens.
proper
Mine's
this is
too
a
old
proper
now.
this is a proper ginger comment here, by the way.
Would you take him, John?
Koulibaly. Indeed.
No.
Is that look?
Ed Sheeran.
Dries Mertens.
Dries Mertens.
Yeah,
I
Dries
would,
Mertens,
but
yeah.
he's 35 now, but
Yeah,
he's happy at
yeah.
Napoli. He's not leaving Napoli. He'll not leave
No,
Napoli
no.
at all. So he was in his
No.
career there.
We need
And
the young.
He
We
was
need the
after
young
him
guns.
18 months ago, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. We need signings are going to be hungry. One,
But we need leaders as well, though. We need people that
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have a voice.
Yeah.
We don't have a leader at the back. We
No,
don't have any
yeah.
captains. I mean, Matt Ritchie might talk for Britain, but he's 32 now. We need people younger
Yeah.
than him. That's got legs who can,
I take him all day
you
long.
know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, John.
Lee-
Nice to meet you.
uh,
Friendly
good-
David,
good
good
point.
to meet you as well, my guy.
Take him for midfielder.
Who's that?
And
Oh dear.
Paul as well. If it's
Oh,
the two
God.
pod. I've never seen Paul like this.
Well,
It's not
That's not him. That's why.
that's not
It's
Paul.
not Paul.
That's not Paul.
It's not Paul.
Whoever you are, get off now. If you know what's good for you, get off.
Could someone tell me if it's a troll, please?
Danielle's already put in the comments. It's not Paul.
It's
Not
not
Paul.
Paul.
It's
That's not Paul.
Block him, John. Block him.
I'll
Yeah,
block
block,
that one
block,
then.
block the fool now. Block that fool now.
No,
I've got it.
not Ginger.
If Daniel's
Not
listening-
Ginger.
Yeah, I've seen it, Daniel. Thanks, babe. And any more trolls on his chat, then I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
John, you blocked the
Yo.
wrong person. You blocked the wrong
Ginger.
person. You blocked Ginger.
Oh,
Yeah, just apologize.
Ginger,
but-
I'm gonna have to get you back. I'm gonna have to get you back on, Ginger. I mean, I'm gonna have to get you back up, sort of thing. So how I'll do that, I'll get on the other phone. So I do apologize. This is the thing when you get trolls on here, sort of thing. Then
Yeah.
if you're a
Yeah.
troll, please be honest with yourself tonight. Just be honest, yeah. Ginger, I blocked the wrong one, but if you're watching Ginger, I do apologize, mate. I'll get you
Yeah.
back on. So how I get back on, I don't know. I've got Daniel as well.
Yeah,
There's probably one
Danielle.
from-
Yeah. Paul wouldn't do things like that.
No, definitely not. Yeah, what I should have done, I should have clicked that one. I nearly done
Oh,
it,
that's
so,
him again. That's him again.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that one there.
John, you still haven't blocked him.
I have now.
There we go.
So I had to unblock Ginger Man. Mistake. I do apologize, mate. I mean, I'll just go for this quickly. Like, I mean, I'm just going to go this very quickly there. I think it's a bit slow in the comments as well. I do apologize on that.
Sorry, I
You
don't.
want-
Do you want it back on now?
I mean, how am I going to get him on? Get him
I'll
blocked.
tell you-
That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, John.
gonna get-
I'll come off, and as a gesture, get Ginger on the thing. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
come
if
off.
you get him off,
Yeah.
if you get him, let him know, and then I'll get him straight back on, mate.
Yeah. If you what I'll know in terms of joining the chat with everybody, let them just see it. Invite them on. Just come on, son. We'll have a bit chat. Right? Okay. I'll come off so allow a bit space on. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Right.
Thanks
Nice
for
to
my
see
guy.
you all. I've
Thanks for coming on.
got
If you can find
yeah.
him, make sure I get him back
Yeah,
on.
see you
Okay.
later.
Cheers. See you later. Cheers.
John,
Go as
Good
well.
luck to you.
Cheers later. See you later. Guys.
Do-
See you.
Ciao.
John, I'll be off as well, mate. I've got some duties to do. I've got some work. to
No
finish,
problem, mate.
I'll be off as well, mate.
All right, mate. You take care, man.
See you,
Thanks for
Andy.
coming on, mate.
See ya. See you
Yeah.
guys.
At
Yeah.
the city. The only P is the person pending before Paul. Yeah, like I said, sort of, and all these trolls sort of thing needs to be modified and it needs to be sorted out ASAP. Ginger, if you're watching this, mate, I'm going to try and get back on, mate. How I'll do it on, I don't know, but I will definitely sort it out.
All you've got to do, John, is click on the three dots next to his name and block him.
No. I mean, Ginger, I blocked Ginger by mistake. I want to get him back on.
Yeah, just go to where you blocked him, click on it again, it will give you the option to unblock.
Right, it won't come up. I can't see the three dots. Nah,
It's right at the end of the.
So
Should be right at the end of the thing.
what I'll do, I'll go into it and I'll do it in a minute. So I've got Daniel, I've read that. And I've got even lads, got to miss you Sunday, John. Me too, my guy. And listen, definitely do it next time. Waited 2 hours to see Kane come off the bus, but didn't even give us a wave. Wow. What can you expect? And Ryan as well. Stuff as
wait.
well. So so I want to talk about been on for 45 minutes. I want to talk about the new owners as well. I mean, Yasser and Amanda. I'll start with you, Chippers. How do you think they're getting on? How do you think? Are you impressed with them by communicating a lot?
Yeah, it's what we've wanted. We need owners that can talk to us and we want to know what's going on at the club and they're telling us what's going on, and it's refreshing to see because we haven't had that for a very long time, and it'll just be interesting to see what happens when the new manager comes in, what happens and what their plans are for signing players in January, if they'll let us know at the time what's what and how much we're allowed to have and how much we're going to spend. I mean, they might not. I mean, it's entirely up to them, but they might say, yeah, we've got this amount to spend, we'll spend it all, we'll do what it takes, we'll do this, we'll do that. And obviously when they're upgrading stuff like the training ground and plans for the city, it's just going to be interesting to hear what they'll say,
Yeah, I'm impressed with them. I mean, I'm glad they come in. They communicate with people. I think they've done really well. I think they're amazing people, professional people. They want to do things right, and it's going to take a long process, in my opinion, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting some transparency that we haven't seen for 14 years, aren't we? And we've got the promise of investment. Okay, it probably took them a little bit too long to get rid of Bruce, but they've done it in the end. And let's see what comes for the new bloke, whoever it may be. Hopefully, it's a big name and can get us up the league. But yeah, I've been really impressed. I think having people on the consortium that were involved with Queen's Park Rangers definitely helped from a football point of view. They've got the right people advising as well. Apparently, Phil Foden's agent, one of the advisors. So, yeah, they've listened to the right people and making the right decision so far. So, yeah, very impressed.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the sort of thing. Long way we continue.
John, does Jordan send you messages or something? Is Jordan send you messages, John?
I'm just trying to find out how to know how to unblock someone on YouTube, and I'm not having any success. Sorry. I'll go with you, Jason. You're being a bit quiet. Go on, Jason. What's your take on the new owners?
I'm happy with them. I mean, we've finally been able to. Well, they've done more in 24 hours than what Ashley's done in the entire 14 years. The only thing that's just bugged me was they should have got rid of him the moment they walked in. Whether it would have Jones in charge just for the one game or just the 2 games, as long as they had some sort of plan to bring someone in at some point. Just got rid of Bruce from the start. That's the only fault that I have with it. But other than that, I've been amazed with him.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And long may it continue. David.
Yeah, I think that they've been true to their word. You know, like Paul kept on saying, as we were in the dark for 14 years, in the dark, like mushrooms for 14 years. So
Fun guys to be with.
you know,
Great comparison.
they've been spot on. And now we can look forward to the future and hopefully spend big and get up the leagues and start challenging for silverware. That's what's much needed.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely agree. I mean, that is as well, in my opinion. So far, done a wonderful job. I do like him.
In my lifetime, I've never ever seen Newcastle lift a trophy.
None of us have.
I was one.
Doesn't that total cup count? Even that was a certificate.
Those 2 championship trophies count.
I've seen we been in a FA Cup final, but I've never seen we win one. The first FA Cup final I seen we play was when we played Man United, and we folded. We folded like a pack of cards.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, I'll tell you what now, I think is things are fantastic at Newcastle United. And long may it continue. And you know what it is, right? We should be, as a fan base, should be happy. You know, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling, the atmosphere is great, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So I've got Tom say, blooming Muppets, that's on the trolls. Don't let it get to his John. Got your back. Daniel, you are amazing. You really are.
John, you should ask Danielle to be like what she does on Paul's channel, like a moderator for you. Might help you.
Yeah.
You might have...
Absolutely. I'm going to get her to do that, especially on Saturday when we watch along. Definitely, 100%. And what they mean, people in the world, yeah, I agree there. I'm going to places on Saturday, John. Going to places.
That means Palace.
Oh, Palace. I get you. I get you what you mean there. So I'll be on the watch on as well Saturday. So please join us for that. Which play would you like to see come in first? I'll start with you, Chipas.
Well, it sounds like Lingard's going to be the first one, no matter what. I mean, it sounds like he's pretty much done and dusted for January.
All right. Lingard aside, who would you see coming first?
Centre back, probably Koulibaly, because that's an intense signing. For me, Koulibaly, because that signals our intent.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'd love to see Koulibaly at Newcastle. The bottom line is that I cannot see him going. Well, Napoli's top of the table. They won 8 games straight. I cannot see him leaving Napoli. If anything, if probably win the Scudetto, then
Money talks, John. Money talks.
yeah, but I would not have left Napoli. There's no way. Napoli haven't won the league since 1990. He wants to create history. He wants to create.
Or maybe he'll come in the summer. Maybe someone like Conor Cody or like a Dunk or something for January, just to get us started. You know.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave. I would have left Napoli. I would never have left Napoli for Newcastle at this stage. It would have to be in the summer, if anything. But I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, mate. But it won't happen. What about Billy? First signing, mate?
Any of them names Chip has mentioned. Love to see Lingard. Love to see Koulibaly. I'd really like to see Bellingham, but he ain't going to come, is he?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Couple
I
of
don't
years.
see-
Spend a lot of money for him. I'd love to see
Yeah.
Bellingham come to us.
Yeah. How about Jason?
For me,
No, I wouldn't like to come to us.
oh, fuck you then. For me, I really like Nicolas Sola. He's a very, very tall defender and could well be a good leader. Other than that, Conor Cody, but Nicolas Sola is definitely one that I'd like to see coming first. It's sort the centre backs out. We need centre backs.
Yeah, definitely. Before I come on to you, David, if you're here, I'm going to read through the comments. Julie, hey, John, keep going, buddy. Ignore it. Well said. Ryan, can I be your mod? Of course you can, with Danielle as well, or anyone for that matter. And everyone's decided to other people. Eddie Denver with balls. Yeah, I totally agree. Neil, do subscribe to my channel, mate. Evening, John, Chip House, Billy, David Level 7, and Jason. And that's from Andrew. Decent
Evening.
towels, and you get curly wigs and touches out if you get Gerard. Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, speaking of that, have you seen what Newcastle put out saying that they don't want people wearing the headwear anymore?
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah,
that.
well, because kick it out's gonna fine for wearing it, because it's unrespectful apparently.
I'm pretty sure Man City fans did it when the Arabs took over there, like, but that was made about it.
Yeah, I mean that is crazy, man. Listen, they're not going to offend anyone. There's no way. I mean, it's a bit of fun. I mean, I saw one on a couple on Saturday.
It's all
with,
we have seen thanks, isn't it?
Adam Pearson's one of them as well. He looked cool, by the way, and there's other people wearing it as well. It's just a bit of fun.
It's only disrespectful if you're actually drinking alcohol whilst wearing it. Other than that, it's a sign of respect.
It's all we have seen thanks.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, man. But it's just a bit of fun. And listen, all it is, right? As long as you don't upset anyone, cool. That's absolutely fine. But drinking wise as well. But in my opinion, my first signing, it's got to be 2 defenders. I mean, it's got to be Tarkowski, definitely Tarkowski, and I wouldn't mind Spinazzola from Roma at left back. That's never going to happen. Not well.
Is he fit now? Is he?
I'm not sure if he's fit yet, but I think he's going to take time with him. He's only a young lad, but
He did his Achilles, didn't he?
yeah, he was out for a long time. But
Long injury, that is.
he's out as well. I love Spinazzola for Roma. I think he's a decent left back, one of the best left backs in the country, and it's been proved. And I'll tell you what as well. I mean, if you look at the left backs as well in this country as well. I mean, you said money talks at the end of the day. We will catch them. We will sign them because you've got the money there, sort of thing. But Lingard as well. I tell you what, I'd love to see Jude Bellingham as well with the money we've got now.
I want Dumfries.
Dumfries is at Inter. He's just joined Inter Milan.
Oh,
Just joined on a 5-year deal.
Good player, though, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah.
Denzel Dumfries, yeah, he's a decent defender. I'll go for that lad. Lad from Wolfsburg, a centre back. He's a French lad, Maxine. I can't remember his own name is. I mean, but I find out.
Bloody hell, John. You're recommending somebody outside the Italian league. It's just took you 55 minutes.
and not Italian as well.
I know,
Oh, yeah,
I do love Serie A, but you got to look at over the country as well. So I should have a look at that as well. But I've got Fonzo
John.
Davis and Bayern. Never going to happen.
John, being honest, do you not just want the whole Italian team playing at St James's Park and that's it?
No, I'm not saying that. Don't matter where any nationality it's from. If you're good enough, you're good enough for me. I've got other people saying hi to you, by the way. Origi.
No.
I wouldn't take him. He's not,
I wouldn't
take
take him
Origi.
now. Like, not with the
he's
money.
not a
we've
goal
got.
scorer. He doesn't score
Not
many
with the
goals.
money we've got, by the way.
Jimenez. I'll take Jimenez if it's a striker.
Jimenez, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Jimenez, our word. I take him all day long. I mean, Tess Wolves do solve, and I think.
I've been telling him he's the man, isn't he? If you want a striker, young as well. I know we already had him, but he looks like an absolute handful, doesn't he? Every week.
Exactly. That's been us all with a statement. Yeah, I agree, Billy. It's been us with a statement. I got live Newcastle United's next manager, live Paulo Fonseca, latest as players train under Jones. Cool. And Ryan said, so what about Alphonso Davies, best left back in the world for me? Yeah, I take him all day long. He's quick. And I remember talking about the Wolves defender.
Lacroix.
Defender, right? That's the one. Yeah, that's the name I was looking for. He is quick. He's 6'3". He's quick. And I tell you what, though, if you offer enough money to Wolfsburg, they would sell. I can guarantee you they would sell. I take him alongside Tarkowski. That would be a perfect 2 centre back. He does. Fonseca does play 3 centre halves, by the way. 3, 4, 2, 1.
The thing is, right, I would take Tarkowski, but Burnley have conceded just as much goals as we have. I mean, is he that much better? I mean, at the moment,
he's still a quality
with
defender.
Tarkowski being quite a decent player, but he's always down in the lower end of the table.
I wouldn't take Tarkowski.
I'll take Tarkowski all day long. Oh, he's decent. He's a leader and he's a decent defender. But you know, that's my opinion. Winston McKenna. It should be Winston McKenzie from Juve, sort of thing. American. Yeah. He's a decent midfielder, sort of thing. I think he might try to look at the Premier League. You never know. I mean, to me, I take him. Like he's a good player. As a Juve fan, he's getting better. Origi would be perfect, but he's not playing enough games. Why are you not saying my players, John? They are real players. I'll be honest with you, mate. I've never heard of them. The elite would like him. I don't think
I think he costs so much. I doubt we'll be able to get him in.
Nah, I can't see him coming. I got Ricky. So, what's the truth behind why Talksport doing between Fonseca and Spurs? So Sinisi said different from Sky Sports. Ricky, I can tell you straight away. What happened was everyone was agreed. He wanted to come to Spurs for 2 reasons: the tax issues is one of them, and also they got a new director of football just come in from Juve, right? And he wanted a defensive manager and not an attacking one. So that's why I was broken down. Right,
John, I'm going to head off, mate.
All right, mate.
See you next week. See you guys.
See you next week.
yeah, Billy. I'll be watching on Billy.
Take care. So, I'm going to wrap this up quickly because I've got to go. So, I've got to go on the post channel in a minute as well if I can get there. Just go through there.
Is everybody else going apart from me? Like, I mean,
I didn't know why.
I know he's got a special channel tonight, 8 o'clock. He's got a channel at 8 o'clock. So, I'm going to go on. I'm going to try and go on now.
Jesus.
You got 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's all right. There's no rush. There's no rush, like sort of thing. I'm just going to spend another say 10 or so. Go for his comments.
No
Newcastle
rush.
Open talks with rep of Paulo Fonseca. That's been strongly heard. Yeah, Fonseca didn't go to Spurs to do something like tax.
Fonseca didn't go to Spurs because Spurs were too interested in Bruce.
That's my defender.
I'll just see a picture of someone on your phone. I don't know who it is.
Not sure.
Brandy
Algeria League.
Oh,
I don't watch the
Jesus,
Algeria
just said this.
Sorry.
Oh, Boubacar Kamara.
Yeah, he'd be a good signing. He'd be a good buy.
We tried to sign
That's
him
my-
3 times, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's
I think
that's
at
my signing.
one point we did agree a deal with him, but then he ended up turning it down.
Last January, wasn't it? We tried to sign him for 20-odd million and you rejected it or something.
Turn it down.
Yeah.
Because of Steve Bruce, perhaps.
Or the fact we didn't even have the money, really. It was just a load of crap.
Ridiculous. And I've got Chip has never get invited. That's from Ryan.
Oh,
Do
didn't?
you reckon that now we agreed that a deal in installments for Joe Willock? Do you reckon the new board will now just forget those installments and pay it off?
Probably, yeah. They sort of get rid of it the way we.
Would you
I
take
hope so,
Florian
anyway.
Thauvin back?
No.
What about you, John?
What's that, David?
Would you take Florian Thauvin back?
Probably not. I don't think he'll come back to England because the Premiership, when he came to us, killed him. He came at a young age, right? But would I give him a second chance at Newcastle? Probably not. Maybe under a decent manager. Maybe, but I don't think he'll come back. I think he's happy at Marseille.
I
Gosh,
probably
that's
would
a while.
give him a second chance, especially under a new manager. It could work for him.
I don't think
Yeah.
he would get on the team ahead of St. Maximum, would he? Or
This is the thing. You got to build
Put him
a
on
team
the
around
other side?
Maximum. You got to build a team
Well,
with
I thought-
ASM.
I want to see Almiron play on that side in his right position for a change. 'Cause I think he might play on-
Almiron down the middle, like number 10.
No, because he's not that man. Because if he's going to play 4-3-3, you can't play him in that position. You can only play him on the right or left wing with one striker.
Exactly.
Matthew's going to go off. Fonseca plays 3-5-2. He's going to play probably. He's going to look to sign a striker with Wilson, isn't he?
Yeah. Chipper, you said 3-5-2 is 3-4-2-1.
Jesus. 3-4.
That'd be interesting to see. I tell you that.
Trust us.
Yeah,
If it goes wrong for Newcastle, don't shoot a message and be mind.
We'll be coming for you, John.
We'll have a pitchforks ready.
I'm gonna be hung during quarters. You know what I mean? You might get some cut players from it in the Italian league, like Van Kessie. I take Van Kessie all day long. I mean, he'll be a decent midfielder. What I'm gonna try and do over the weekend is put down my 11 right tick, right, and then that'll be. So I'm gonna do that live sort of over the weekend.
Well, you were gonna do that last week.
I know, but I will do it this Sunday, definitely, without a doubt. Definitely do it on Sunday, and it'd be fun. So yeah. One player I want back is Kevin and Babu. Thauvin went to Mexico for retirement. I didn't know that. Thanks to that, Ryan. Would I take him back? I would. Striker can't spell it. Defender for Inter Milan is Milan Skriniar. I'd take him. Slovakian. He's a decent defender, him. The leader. And John, would you take Tonali? I'd love to take Sandro Tonali, but he will not leave AC Milan anytime soon. There's no way. He is a baller. An absolute
John,
baller.
I mean, money talks, John. I mean, the Italian league isn't well off.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean, but just because money talks, it don't mean to say he's going to come to Newcastle. You know what I mean? And he'll probably be thinking at Newcastle, not for me not being playing in Europe, and he wants to be playing Champions League football, and we're not there yet. But one day, you never know. Would you take Hassan Amour? You sure it's Aura? Is that, did I pronounce his name right?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Akra Aura from Wood, yes. But that last name doesn't seem right. But I know exactly what you mean, Andrew. Yeah, I'd take him, but he's injury prone. Also been wanting for years and still can't get him over the line. And Belotti, yeah, I'd take him. He's a decent striker, by the way. Scores minimum of 16 goals a season for Torino, and he just single-handedly keeps them up every single
I want
season.
Chiesa.
So, yeah. So, guys, I've got to wrap it up here, sort of thing, if you don't mind. And, I'll be back. I'll be back on Leicester Till I Die channel tomorrow at 7 o'clock if anyone's interested. You know, we're going to talk about Newcastle on Steve Bruce. And I may come back on my own tomorrow. Definitely going to come back on Friday.
Well,
Press conference reaction.
If a manager gets hired, are you coming on in the next 24, 48 hours? If a manager gets hired,
Yeah. I'll be coming back.
sweet, give her a shout. I'm sure we'll put on for you.
I'll be coming straight back 100%. I'll be definitely doing that. But I don't want to clash with Paul's channel, you know, because it's out of respect. I mean, I love Paul and I don't want to do
And
it.
it's
Clash
just
with him,
not
so, well, I may have to put that back till tomorrow, sort of thing. So, yeah. Soon the new manager comes in, whether it's Fonseca or anyone else, I will definitely be doing a break-in managerial news for myself as well. So, definitely. And yeah, Andrew, I totally agree. Yeah, he's a decent player. He's a midfielder, which would be clearly lacking at Newcastle. And you, Thomas Meert, and you as well, and Ryan as well, and you as well. So listen, thanks for coming on, guys, again. And I'll see you guys on Paul's channel in a minute. And
Well, once us, we haven't been invited.
Oh,
We're just
invited.
have we not?
No,
No.
we're obviously not good enough.
We're just the
We're
God,
just
just
peasants.
like
We're
to
just
get used
peasants.
and abused.
Send out, I'm sure, and I have my opinion on it as well. But listen, guys,
Did you?
thanks for
We're
coming
just
on anyway.
peasants.
And
We're just the
take
slags who get used and abused us.
that. Use and abuse us. Oh, really? Why
Whether
not?
you
See the
can
guys
abuse
podcast.
us.
Coach John. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, also after him as well. Listen, guys, thanks for coming on, mate. I can go on for another hour sort of thing, but listen, I'll see
You
you.
can
Come
do
let's
if you
tell
want
you tomorrow. I'll be here. And until then, guys, have a good evening.